Hey everyone, it's LuLaRoe, Shannon Frecon here. That's me. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about choosing a sponsor because I've been in a few groups and there's a lot of buzz about sponsor switching and about picking the right sponsor. And I just wanted to give you my thoughts on picking a sponsor and some things you should consider if you're looking for a sponsor, and some just hard reality on the truth of the business. So, some things that I think are important to consider when choosing a sponsor is one. Um, I'm trying to pick out which one's most important, but they're all just kind of in random order in no particular preference. So I'm just going to go down my brainstorming list. What I think is probably the most important is the friendship factor. You obviously may have heard of LuLaRoe from your best friend. Is it worth risking your whole friendship if you go and sign under somebody you don't even know? I mean, really. In my opinion, I don't think ruining friendships is worth it. Good friends are so hard to come by anymore, and I don't feel like that's in the LuLaRoe culture either. And so many people I feel like are worried about mixing business and friendship, and that's fine to have that belief. But if that is something you don't want to do, before you just go blindly sign with another sponsor across the country, which is fine, just make sure you have a conversation with your friend. You don't want to lose your friend. That's friendship is so important, and I feel like everything should be done to really protect that. I signed under my friend, and she's amazing, and I could have gone and been like, oh, I want to sign under LuLaRoe and looked up consultants in my area, but she's my friend, and she introduced me to LuLaRoe, and I really, really wanted to sign under her. And we had, that conversation of friendship and business, and how does this affect our friendship, and what if I don't feel like I'm doing as well as I should? Like, do I blame her? No, you have to talk about it, but this can greatly enhance your friendship. So again, that's something that's just important to me, and I think it really should be considered. So if you have someone who's your friend, definitely talk to them, especially if you're planning on not signing under them. Like, you have to have a conversation, as hard as it is, explaining your reason. And you know what? If they're a really good friend, they're going to understand. And you just kind of have to wish for the best, and even say, I know your feelings might be a little hurt, but this is really what I'm feeling. And hopefully you guys can really continue the friendship. So that's really important to me, is those friendship factors. Another good, I really want to say team size is important. And I know that sounds silly, but someone with 20 members in their downline, direct under them, is just not going to have as much time as someone with two. And that might be really important to you. As much as we really love experience, and we really love our sponsors to know what they're doing and to have the resources that you need, you also need to figure out, how that team size is going to affect you. And are they going to be that? If they are experienced and they have a big team, I don't quite know how much direct time they're going to have with you. So sometimes the small consultant just starting is maybe what you need. And people say, oh, well, they only have like 2 months in, but they don't really have a team. So they're the ones who really want to see you succeed too, because they're like, oh my goodness, my first recruit, like, this is so great. I want to make sure they get everything they need. So don't write off, new consultants, or even consultants in the queue that might not have a team yet, that are motivated, that are driven, that are really excited to get going. A lot of times they could be the best sponsor, but you're writing them off because they don't have experience. And again, that's another thing I think you should think of. Locality is important to some people. Some people want to have their sponsor local. My sponsor is not local. She is in Arizona. It is a non-issue. I have made a little niche of my own here in New Jersey, and I'm not on anybody's team out here. I am like the redheaded stepchild, And you know what? It's kind of great because I'm not really involved in all the like team drama out here. I have my team in Arizona. They are amazing. They talk to me, they support me, they've been giving me everything I need. And unfortunately, the only downside is I can't like go visit and like steal her stash when it comes in. But she's been just as great and available to when I need her. But the girls here in my community have been so supportive. They have taken me under their wing. I have friends, I have sisters. They are really just great. They have really just embraced me, even though I'm not on their team, and helped me with anything I need. So I have a little like niche here. So just because your sponsor is not local doesn't mean you can't build a niche in your community. And sometimes the best part of being in direct sales is going to a convention and actually meeting your team. And I can't wait to do that. And with my other direct sales company, some of the best memories I have was finally meeting someone that was on my team that I had been talking to on Facebook. And finally at conference, we were like, oh my goodness, like, yay, instant best friends. And that's just a really cherished memory that I have. So I think your goals are important. Your sponsor should consider your goals, and you should have goals, and you want your sponsor to be driven. That's really important. You know, you want your sponsor to never stop dreaming, never stop building, never stop knowing their why. I think their platform is really important. Some people want a sponsor who has a similar platform, they want a sponsor who knows Facebook parties really well, or they want a sponsor who knows home pop-up really well. You might want to choose a sponsor who has a different strength, because then maybe you can bounce ideas off each other. Like, you might be really good at home pop-ups, but your sponsor might be really good at Periscope parties, and then together you can collaborate and come up with a really great combo for the two. My platform, I really love the home party. I was with another direct sales company, and I have a lot of experience. I have over 3.5-4 years experience in the home doing presentations, doing home parties. LuLaRoe is different in the fact that we don't necessarily give like a demonstration, but I am very comfortable talking in front of people. I know my audience. I know what I'm looking for. I just enjoy it too. I'm a people person. I like being there, and I like presenting like a little demonstration. At my actual parties, you bet I'm going to talk, because I love to talk. And it's not going to be long, but I definitely am going to explain why I love LuLaRoe. I'm going to explain what it's done for me, and I'm going to talk about how comfortable things are, and how look at this Nicole. It's beautiful. Like, I just love it. And it's one of a kind. And I want my customer to walk away with their maxi knowing like I scored this amazing piece that's just not available at Target, and I want them to know just how special it is. So I do think the party is where my strength is. I think the group parties on Facebook, they're kind of standard quo. I feel like anybody can kind of pick that up. Periscope is really an art, I think. You really have to be comfortable and have a presence and kind of get used to the way it works. So the best way to do that is not necessarily by your sponsor. You might have a great sponsor on Periscope, but get on Periscope and start following people and start commenting on their items, start shopping from them, because we all support each other, and just start learning how other people do it and how they run it. That's really what I would recommend. So again, something you might want to consider is their platform. Their availability, of course, if they're available, how they communicate, I think is important. Like, I'm a texter and I'm on Facebook. I like the phone, but not that much. I feel like a lot of people in my cohort like texting and stuff. So you want to make sure they're at least going to be available and which preference of communication they prefer. The biggest and most important thing, I think, is their passion. You want to find someone that loves LuLaRoe. You want to find someone who wants it all. And not just because they want to make money. That is like the worst motivation to me. Like, money is a great motivator, but you don't want to be on someone's team that who sees you as a dollar sign. And I hope and pray that like that's not a lot of the sponsors' motivation. But you just really want to find a sponsor who's invested in seeing you succeed because they love you. And I know that sounds tacky and I know that sounds cheesy, but it's really true. You know, you want to find a sponsor who really wants to see you fly, who wants to see you soar, who will believe that your successes are better than their own. Because you know what? It's true. And a good leader feels that way. And a good leader is going to pick up when you fall down and say, you got this. You can go. You can do it. Let's go. Let's fly together. I'm rooting for you. You know, I'm going to catch you if you fall, but you're going to go. Now, some people I know in the Facebook groups were talking about what happens if my sponsor is not good and they don't really want to be under them anymore. Well, from what I heard, LuLaRoe is not letting you switch sponsors anymore. But at the end of the day, no matter how good or how awful you think your sponsor is, your success is fully and completely dependent on you. And that's just the reality. And I know people don't want to hear that, but it's true. Your success, this is your business, yours, not your sponsors, not your uplines, not your downlines. This is your business. And you make the calls. You put the work in. No one's going to work your business for you. No one's going to pick you up when you fall and say, get up and do it over again. No one's going to, be able to make themselves fly unless you do it. There's going to be hard days. There's going to be pop-ups where you sell nothing. There's going to be someone that comes in and says, oh, this print is so ugly. How do you sell anything? I think this is all ugly and it's so expensive and, this is such a waste of time. Are you going to let yourself cry home? Or are you going to just say, meh, not my monkey, not my circus, sorry. You really have to have that attitude of like, whatever, if it's not for you, it's not for you. And I'm not going to let one customer completely hamper my success. Like, you really have to have that attitude of, I'm going to be a self-starter and a go-getter because no one's going to wake you up in the morning and tell you to work your business. So you really have to just find the motivation and do it yourself. The information is out there. You can find all the information on YouTube, is a great place to look. On the Facebook groups, you could talk to your local LuLaRoe consultant. It's out there. The information is out there, and you can get it, and you can go, and you can fly, and you can do it. So that's kind of where I stand on a sponsor. So as much as it's all good to consider, I feel like at the end of the day, it really should be taken with a grain of salt because it's your business and you can make it everything you want it to be, but you have to do it. And it's great. It's really great. I love LuLaRoe. I feel like I've been here forever. I know that just sounds so crazy. I'm like, I feel like I've been selling forever, but I haven't. And I'm actually really new to LuLaRoe, and I just feel like this is home, and I feel like I've been hanging out here a while. But again, this is not new to me. I was with another direct sales company and I did really, really well. I can tell you my numbers, PM me, private message me if you want, and explain to you a little bit of, what I did with that. And I had a team and I had a downline and it was really fun. And so I guess it kind of just feels like home, but I'm just so excited and I just love it here. I love the culture. I love the girls I've met. I love the clothes. I can't wait to build a team, and I'm just super excited, and I just can't wait. So what you can do to help me if you've made it this far into the video is like the video and comment the video, because I want a lot of people to see it, and I think that's how it kind of generates to get up there in like the feeds. You can also check me out on Facebook and Periscope. You can come browse my shop and show me some love in the comments. You can subscribe to my channel. I really hope this has been a help to you. Check out my other videos. I have one on oversaturation. I have one on what I did while I was in the queue. I have one on my why. And I'm going to do another few on the steps to get you onboarded, what exactly you need to do. I'm going to do a few on my progress when I have all the numbers in from my first few months and what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm excited. So Facebook me, find me, message me. If you have questions and need a sponsor, please message me. I'm looking for the perfect team. And yeah, I hope this helped. I don't know. People have just been buzzing about sponsors and what makes a good sponsor and what makes a crummy sponsor. And my sponsor is amazing. She really is. I can't wait to meet her at convention next year. We're going. It's going to happen. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. Again, thanks so much for watching this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.